Good morning, everyone. This is Eric Lofholm. I want to welcome all of you to our morning sales boost. I want to give a shout out to Olga yesterday for leading our class. Olga did a great job. And I love having different voices on here. Yesterday, of course, Olga's female, got a female voice, male voices, different ages, different industries, sharing their heart with you to help you. So that was a treat yesterday. We'll be doing that every Wednesday. We'll have a different voice on here for you guys to learn from. And I wanted to start off with an AI thing that I did yesterday. And AI's evolving and changing and improving and whatnot. And I'm learning a lot around it. And I discovered something. Some of you might be familiar with it already. Some of you might not. But there's a thing on ChatGPT called the plugin. So you can plug other apps, software into your ChatGPT, and then your ChatGPT can interact with that software or that app like Gmail. So I plugged my Gmail, into ChatGPT, and then I prompted ChatGPT to analyze my sent emails from the last month. So I'm telling it, go look at all my sent emails and look for any sales opportunities from those sent emails. In other words, maybe I sent an email to somebody and I didn't close the loop on it. And so the AI goes in and it analyzes it, and it's like, okay, Eric, here are your top 5 opportunities based on your sent emails over the last month. And it went and did it. And then I was like, all right, there was this one from a gentleman named Rico. Rico's one of my clients, and he had sent me an email and I had responded to his email. And so it identified, the sent email to Rico as one of your opportunities. I'm like, all right, go and write a draft. Go write an email response to Rico and put it in my drafts. In other words, it's an email that's written where the send button hasn't happened yet. And then it went and did it. So it's pretty interesting. And there's all these different plugins that you can do that are essentially creating people to become hyper productive without working more hours. So I want to plant that seed for you. Maybe that will motivate one of you to do a deeper dive into AI to help you to be more productive. Okay, the next idea we're going to talk about is one of the strategies that I use that's helped me generate a lot of leads. And the last time I used this strategy was yesterday. And it produced, one time I did it, it produced 3 high quality leads. I did it in 2 different ways. And so it's called a lead magnet. And a lead magnet is where you offer something for free to attract somebody to you. So I'll do a lead magnet with you guys right now. I have a course on closing, and it's a very comprehensive course. It's a do-it-yourself. You do it on your phone or your computer, and it's broken up into short modules, so it's really easy to get through, and it's a really high-valued course. And instead of selling it to you for $199, I'll just give it to you. And the way to get it is you would need to send me an email, or you could text me, eric@ericlofholm.com. So if you're watching the recording of this, if you're listening to the recording of this, if you're here with me live, if you do it today, I'll know it's from today. If you email me, eric@ericlofholm.com, ask me for the closing course. If you're listening or watching a recording of this, reference August 13th. And you can email me and ask me for the free course on closing from August 13th, 2026. And I'll send it to you. So I'm modeling a lead magnet for you. I'm saying, if you want this piece of content, this course on closing, email me. I'm not charging you, I'm attracting you to request that. So that's a lead magnet. Now, I'm not asking you to opt in. I could opt in, meaning go to this website and opt in with your email address. This one, if you email me, I'll just send it to you. So sometimes you can do a lead magnet where they're not opting in. Like, let's say that you don't have software where you can build landing pages for opt-ins. You can still do the lead magnet strategy. So yesterday I was on this networking event and I said to the people in the room, I had a chance to speak to everybody kind of on a Zoom like this. And I told them, hey, I've got this free course on sales. And if you want it, text me. And I gave my cell phone. A bunch of people texted me. I sent them the course, not asking for them to opt in. And then I sent them another email and I said, if you want me to add you to my email list, give me your email. And several of them did that. So I attracted those leads to me. And so what's the value of that? I'm broadening my pool of people who know who I am that I can now sell to. So this is a best practice in business. Is you as an idea, you want to get more people in your database, in your sphere of influence, in your networking, in your network that know who you are and what you do, which is not a sale, but you're getting more people connected to you strategically. So another way that I did this yesterday is with LinkedIn messages. And I sent out these LinkedIn direct messages inviting people to a group Zoom. So I sent a message, hey, I'm doing this group Zoom. This is the topic. Would you like the registration link? And some people ignored me, and some people said no, and some people said yes. Those that said yes, I then sent them the registration link, which is an opt-in. They would have to give their email in order to get registered, which now puts them into my database. So strategically, I'm adding more people into my database, and then they register for the Zoom, and then they come to the Zoom, and I deliver the content. And on that Zoom, I'm going to make an offer. So what I'm pointing you to is well thought out business strategy on how to create clients. So I'm not like cross my fingers hoping clients come to me. I'm running sales and marketing systems to literally create clients. And you can do the same thing. So I had a call with a client recently, and I was talking to the client about a lead magnet, and I was recommending to her that she creates a lead magnet. And I was also expanding her vision. So I decided many years ago that I was going to become one of the world's leading experts on sales. So it wasn't as something that organically happened. It was, I decided I'm going to create this. Okay, in order to create that, what are the things that I would need to do? Well, if I want to become a thought leader in the sales training space, I would need to write books. So I wrote books. I would need to create a following. So I created a following. In my case, I would need to do public speaking. So I did public speaking. I would need to get endorsements. So I got endorsements. So I essentially said, I'm going to create thought leader status. And in order to do that, I got to do all these things. And then I went and did all the things, and then I got thought leader status. So I'm telling the client, I said, you can position yourself as a thought leader. And her area of expertise is she can coach people, but especially professionals like doctors and attorneys. And one of her areas of expertise within that is stress reduction. So doctors and attorneys often are in very high stress jobs, like a surgeon. It's very stressful, likely. So I told her, do what I did. Decide that you're going to become a thought leader on stress, and one of your niches is doctors and attorneys. And so what would that look like? Well, you would go out and you would speak on stress reduction, and you would write a book on stress reduction, and you would write an article on stress reduction. And I told her, I said, did you know you could publish articles on LinkedIn? And she said, yes. And I said, okay, here's your article. How to meditate for busy professionals. Because a lot of busy professionals probably think, oh, I don't know how to meditate, or I can't meditate, or my mind's too occupied. And so she has these methods on how a busy professional could meditate. Like, that's a perfect article to publish on LinkedIn to position yourself as a thought leader. And then I said, do a group Zoom on reducing stress for doctors and attorneys. And then invite people to the group Zoom. So now she's inviting people, that's a lead magnet, to come into her world where she's positioned as a thought leader. And I said, why don't you go to a TED Talk? And I rolled out this strategy. And this is what's crazy. She could choose to become one of the world's leading experts on stress and reducing stress, and then have this niche, and she could become number one for doctors and attorneys. You just choose it. Now, in order to do that, she would need to feel deserving. She would need to feel worthy. And I told her, I said, you're uniquely qualified to do this because she has a hunger for knowledge, just like you. So you are uniquely qualified, some of you, to become a thought leader in your space. And what would you do to become a thought leader? You would just decide, okay, what would somebody do if they were going to become a thought leader in the real estate space? What would somebody do if they were going to become a thought leader in the fill in the blank space, whatever it is that you do? I'm a former college dropout, former cook at McDonald's, bottom producing salesperson. And I just decided I'm going to go pursue being a thought leader. And anybody can do it. I don't have any special, unique thing to do it. I just decided. Now, I had some mentors around me that believed in me, and that made a huge difference. That helped me with the worthiness. But I want you to know you are worthy. I want you to know you deserve it. And if you're questioning if you deserve it or not, tell me who deserves it more than you. You're like, well, nobody does. Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. We're talking about raising your self-image. Carol's on our call. This is a conversation that she and I have had several times. Your self-image is, what do you see when you look in the mirror? So what you see when you look in the mirror is an inside job. I used to look in the mirror and see average and ordinary. I look in the mirror and see average and ordinary. And so I would show up in the world being average and ordinary. And then one day I realized I was extraordinary. Not as an ego thing, not as a pound my chest, look at how great I am, but acknowledging my gifts and talents. Loving myself, acknowledging the skills that I've developed by showing up for classes like this. Realizing what's the truth. You know, some of you are great at organizing, and some of you are great with kids, and some of you are great with managing people, and some of you have great leadership skills, and some of you are great with technology, and some of you are great building stuff with your hands, and some of you are great with marketing. Some of you have developed those skills, some of you were born with those skills. I invite you to have accurate thinking about your greatness. Don't diminish your greatness, just acknowledge it. Steph Curry, the greatest three-point shooter of all time, would not diminish his greatness at three-point shooting. It's a what so. He is brilliant at it, and it's just what so. So I invite you to acknowledge what's so about you. What's brilliant about you. You don't have to tell people. I mean, you can, but I want you to tell yourself. I want you to tell yourself and go out in the world and be extraordinary you. That's who you are. So go out today with a great attitude, with a great mindset, with a positive attitude, with great energy. Take today through the finish line and produce. Whatever producing is for you. Dropping the kids off at school is producing. Unloading the dishwasher is producing. Doing a load of laundry is producing. Going and picking up the mail at your mailbox is producing. Responding to emails is producing. Running a sales call is producing. Closing a sale is producing. Posting your social media is producing. And that's going to wrap our call. Thank you guys for the emojis. Marty, thanks for joining today. Bill, great to see you. Bob, thanks for joining today. Carol, great to have you in class. Kathy, thanks for joining. Thank you guys for the emojis. Chris, thanks for joining. Dave, great to have you in class today. Diane, thanks for joining. Diana, great to have you. Doug, thanks for showing up today. Eric, referral muscles. Work on those referral muscles. Frank, great to have you. Gina, thanks for showing up. Greg, great to see you. Greta, thanks for showing up today. iPhone, thanks for joining. Jacques, thanks for joining. Jacques, I want to challenge you to create a custom GPT. Try it out. Send it to me. Let me take a look at it. I can coach you if you need any support on that, Jacques. Jay, thanks for showing up today. Jeffrey, thanks for joining. Jody, great to see you. Joe, thanks for the great energy. Karen, thanks for showing up today. Keith, great to have you in class. Kim, thanks for joining. Kimberly, thanks for setting your top 2 priorities to me. Lisa, great job on all your work with the AI. Marie, you have greatness inside of you. Max, MVP prospector. Michael, looking forward to our check-in call today. Michelle, great to see you. Nargis, thanks for showing up today. Neil, thank you for your message the other day. Looking forward to connecting in the near future with you. Patricia, thank you for joining today. Rose, great to have you in class. Russ, looking forward to our call today. Sheila, take action. Concentrate on that strategy we talked about yesterday. Bring in that revenue. Help those clients with focus and concentration. Stacia, thanks for joining. Thomas, you're an elite coach. Todd, thanks for joining today. Urban, elite prospector. Vicky, tremendous leadership and action. Yvette, thanks for showing up today. That's going to wrap our call. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.